What if I told you that one of the most powerful leaders in modern history just pulled back the curtain on what it really takes to change the world? Today we're diving deep into Barack Obama's explosive memoir, A Promised Land. And trust me, this isn't your typical political autobiography. This book will shatter everything you think you know about leadership, power, and what happens behind the scenes when democracy hangs in the balance. Barack Obama's A Promised Land stands as one of the most anticipated political memoirs of our time, offering readers an unprecedented glimpse into the inner workings of American democracy during one of its most turbulent periods. Published in 2020, this first volume of Obama's presidential memoir chronicles his journey from the campaign trail through his first term in the White House, covering the period from 2007 to 2011. What sets this memoir apart from typical political books is Obama's remarkable ability to blend intimate personal reflections with sweeping historical analysis. Rather than presenting a sanitized version of his presidency, Obama delivers brutally honest insights into the complexities of governing, the weight of impossible decisions, and the human cost of political leadership. The book reveals a leader grappling with the enormous expectations placed upon him while navigating unprecedented challenges, including the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression, ongoing wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, and the rise of political polarization that would define the next decade. Obama's prose demonstrates the same eloquence that made his speeches legendary, but here he employs it to examine failure alongside success, doubt alongside determination. The memoir serves not just as a historical record, but as a masterclass in leadership philosophy, offering readers valuable lessons about resilience, compromise, and the delicate balance between idealism and pragmatism that defines effective governance in the modern era. A Promised Land takes readers on an extraordinary journey through one of the most consequential periods in American political history, beginning with Obama's unlikely rise from community organizer to presidential candidate. The narrative opens with his decision to run for president in 2007, a choice that would transform not only his life but the trajectory of American politics for generations to come. The book meticulously chronicles Obama's historic 2008 campaign, revealing the strategic thinking, personal sacrifices, and moments of doubt that accompanied his path to victory. Obama doesn't shy away from discussing the racial dynamics of his candidacy, the challenges of building a diverse coalition, and the immense pressure of carrying the hopes of millions who saw his potential presidency as a symbol of American progress. The memoir's heart lies in its detailed examination of Obama's first term, particularly his administration's response to the 2008 financial crisis. Obama provides readers with an insider's perspective on the complex negotiations, political calculations, and moral dilemmas that shaped his decision-making during this critical period. From crafting the stimulus package to navigating the contentious healthcare reform debate, the book reveals the intricate web of relationships, compromises, and strategic thinking required to govern effectively. Throughout the narrative, Obama weaves together personal anecdotes about family life in the White House, with profound reflections on the nature of American democracy. He explores the tension between his role as a symbol of hope and change and the harsh realities of political gridlock, offering readers a nuanced understanding of how idealistic visions must adapt to practical constraints. The memoir concludes with the successful elimination of Osama bin Laden, marking both a significant achievement and a moment of reflection on the complex legacy of American power in the world. The memoir's exploration of Obama's presidential campaign reveals fascinating insights into modern American politics. Obama describes the grueling process of building a national campaign from scratch, emphasizing how his team's innovative use of technology and grassroots organizing revolutionized political campaigning. He candidly discusses the challenges of running as the first viable African-American presidential candidate, including death threats, racist attacks, and the constant pressure to prove his worthiness to lead. The book details pivotal moments like his relationship with Hillary Clinton during the primary battle, showing how initial rivalry transformed into mutual respect and eventual collaboration. Obama's account of election night 2008 provides an emotional climax, capturing both the historic significance of his victory and his immediate awareness of the enormous challenges awaiting him. The financial crisis response dominates much of the memoir's middle section, with Obama providing detailed accounts of the economic chaos he inherited. He describes walking into the Oval Office to discover the economy was hemorrhaging 800,000 jobs monthly, with major banks teetering on the edge of collapse. The book reveals the intense pressure Obama faced in crafting the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act, showing how every decision involved weighing competing interests while racing against time to prevent economic catastrophe. Obama's descriptions of late-night meetings with economic advisers, heated debates over stimulus spending, and negotiations with skeptical Republicans offer readers a masterclass in crisis leadership. He honestly discusses the political cost of these decisions, including how saving the economy required him to make unpopular choices that would damage his approval ratings. Healthcare reform emerges as another central theme, with Obama detailing the enormous political capital required to pass the Affordable Care Act. The memoir chronicles the complex negotiations with insurance companies, pharmaceutical firms, and various political stakeholders, showing how compromise became essential to achieving progress. Obama reveals the personal stories that motivated his healthcare push, including encounters with Americans who suffered due to inadequate medical coverage. He describes the intense opposition his healthcare plan faced, including town hall disruptions and coordinated political attacks, while explaining how his team maintained focus on the legislation's long-term benefits for American families. The book's treatment of foreign policy challenges provides crucial insights into Obama's approach to international relations. Obama details his strategy for winding down the Iraq War while simultaneously managing the complex situation in Afghanistan, showing how inherited conflicts shaped his entire presidency. He discusses the delicate balance between fulfilling campaign promises to end America's involvement in unpopular wars while maintaining national security interests. The memoir reveals Obama's frustration with military leaders who pushed for expanded troop deployments, highlighting the tension between civilian leadership and military advice in democratic societies. Obama's account of the Osama bin Laden operation offers readers a gripping narrative of high-stakes decision-making. The book describes the months of intelligence gathering, the careful planning process, and the agonizing decision to authorize the raid despite significant risks. Obama's description of waiting in the Situation Room while Navy SEALs carried out the mission provides a dramatic climax to the memoir's first volume. He reflects on the complex emotions surrounding bin Laden's death, acknowledging both the justice achieved and the ongoing challenges of terrorism in the modern world. The memoir also explores Obama's relationship with congressional Republicans, particularly his attempts to bridge partisan divides during his early presidency. Obama describes his initial optimism about working across the aisle, followed by his growing realization that political polarization had reached levels that made traditional compromise nearly impossible. He provides specific examples of Republican leaders who privately supported his initiatives but publicly opposed them due to partisan pressure, illustrating the dysfunctional nature of modern American politics. Throughout these main events, Obama consistently emphasizes the human cost of political decisions, showing how policy choices affected real families and communities. His descriptions of visiting wounded veterans, meeting with families of fallen soldiers, and hearing from Americans struggling with unemployment provide emotional weight to abstract policy discussions. The memoir demonstrates how effective leadership requires balancing competing interests while never losing sight of the human consequences of political action. Obama's memoir offers invaluable lessons about authentic leadership in complex organizations. He demonstrates that effective leaders must balance confidence with humility, showing how his willingness to admit mistakes and learn from failure ultimately strengthened his presidency. The book reveals that true leadership involves making difficult decisions with incomplete information while accepting full responsibility for outcomes. Obama's approach to surrounding himself with diverse advisors who challenge his thinking provides a blueprint for leaders seeking to avoid groupthink and make better decisions. The memoir highlights the critical importance of long-term thinking in leadership roles. Obama consistently emphasizes how his administration focused on sustainable solutions rather than quick fixes, even when short-term political costs were significant. His healthcare reform efforts exemplify this principle, showing how leaders must sometimes sacrifice immediate popularity to achieve lasting positive change. The book demonstrates that effective leaders must resist the temptation to pursue easy victories and instead tackle complex challenges that require sustained effort and political courage. Obama's discussion of crisis management offers crucial insights for leaders facing unexpected challenges. The book shows how effective crisis response requires rapid information gathering, clear communication, and decisive action while maintaining flexibility to adapt as situations evolve. His handling of the financial crisis demonstrates the importance of assembling skilled teams, establishing clear decision-making processes, and maintaining calm under extreme pressure. The memoir reveals that successful crisis leadership involves balancing urgency with careful deliberation to avoid costly mistakes. The book provides powerful lessons about the importance of emotional intelligence in leadership positions. Obama consistently demonstrates how understanding and managing emotions both in himself and others enabled him to navigate complex political situations. His descriptions of difficult conversations with world leaders, heated negotiations with Congress, and emotional moments with American families show how empathy and emotional awareness can be powerful leadership tools. The memoir illustrates that effective leaders must be able to connect with people on an emotional level while maintaining professional composure. Obama's approach to communication offers valuable insights for leaders seeking to inspire and motivate others. The book shows how he crafted messages that acknowledge difficult realities while maintaining hope and vision for the future. His speeches and public statements demonstrate the power of honest communication that respects audience intelligence while providing clear direction. The memoir reveals that effective leaders must be able to translate complex ideas into accessible language that resonates with diverse audiences. The memoir emphasizes the crucial role of perseverance in achieving significant goals. Obama's healthcare reform efforts illustrate how leaders must maintain focus and determination despite setbacks, criticism, and apparent defeat. The book shows how his team's refusal to abandon their healthcare goals despite multiple obstacles ultimately led to historic legislative achievement. This persistence principle applies to leaders in any field who must navigate lengthy processes and overcome resistance to create meaningful change. Obama's treatment of team building provides excellent guidance for leaders assembling high-performing organizations. The book reveals how he prioritized competence and character over political loyalty when selecting cabinet members and advisors. His descriptions of managing strong personalities and diverse perspectives within his administration offer practical insights for leaders seeking to harness collective talent. The memoir demonstrates that effective leaders must create environments where team members feel empowered to contribute their best work while maintaining alignment with organizational goals. The book offers important lessons about maintaining personal integrity while operating in imperfect systems. Obama's honest discussion of moral compromises and difficult trade-offs shows how leaders can preserve their core values while adapting to practical constraints. His approach to foreign policy challenges demonstrates how principled leaders can navigate complex situations without abandoning their fundamental beliefs. The memoir illustrates that authentic leadership requires continuous self-reflection and commitment to personal growth. A Promised Land stands as far more than a political memoir. It represents a profound meditation on leadership, democracy, and the human capacity for positive change. Obama's unflinching honesty about both his successes and failures creates a narrative that resonates with anyone seeking to understand what it truly means to lead during times of crisis and uncertainty. The book's greatest strength lies in its ability to humanize the presidency while simultaneously revealing the enormous complexity of governing in the modern era. What makes this memoir particularly valuable is Obama's skill in connecting personal experiences to broader lessons about effective leadership and democratic governance. His insights about team building, crisis management, and long-term thinking offer practical guidance for leaders in any field, while his reflections on American democracy provide crucial context for understanding our current political moment. The book demonstrates that meaningful change requires both vision and pragmatism, both idealism and realism. Perhaps most importantly, A Promised Land serves as a powerful reminder that progress is possible even in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges. Obama's journey from community organizer to president illustrates the potential for individuals to create positive change through persistence, collaboration, and unwavering commitment to serving others. His story provides hope and inspiration for anyone seeking to make a difference in their communities and beyond, proving that ordinary people can achieve extraordinary things when they combine passion with purpose and preparation with opportunity.